Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And guys, today, very interesting good news that's come out. I'm sure many of you have heard about it. And although I've been kind of sitting and listening and looking and have had this information all day long, I wasn't sure if it was going to be the best decision to report on it and relay it to you guys, although I do feel it's important at the time. I want to kind of monitor a bit because, as you all well know, there has been, in fact, myself have been quite the advocate for this, and that is let's keep our information about what's going on with exchanges to a minimum until we really know what's going on. So, as many of you well know, it was released from Coinbene Twitter's page that would be listed tomorrow. And that's been several hours ago, and so the time's approaching real soon when they're supposed to list us. And I'm making this video quite late. Again, guys, it was because I just didn't know if I should talk about this or not. But I decided to go ahead and talk about this because it would seem, after looking around and find out what the community had to think about and what they had to say about it. Looks like this is happening. That my assumption at this point is that Coinbene has already got everything together to integrate the system. All they have to do is just hit the go button, right? It's probably going to be very unlikely that they're going to, come up and say that, everything's set to go and not be able to go forward. So we pretty much think that this is for real this time, guys, that this is not a false alarm. And so I want to talk to you all who watched the video to say that Coinbene, from the details I've gotten and what I've seen, and I did go ahead and get an account ready there. From what I've seen is they have a lot of volume, so it's very hard to say what's going to happen when Electroneum hits the floor. I'm not a financial advisor to you all. You have to do your own research. You have to make the best decisions for you all. But I will say that, as we don't know what's going to happen when it hits the trading floor, the opposite side to that is it could do something a lot of us want. And so, whatever choices you've made, if you've been sitting on a fence or if you're thinking about if you should do it, then the not knowing what's going to happen when it hits Coinbene's trading floor, this may be the time to act in one way or the other. If you've decided that investment into Electroneum may not be what's best for you, but you're interested in the token, you're watching the video, but you haven't gotten involved one way or the other, or you are involved with the Electroneum miner, but you haven't put in a referral code yet, I invite you to put in my referral code, not just so I can make more money, but as well you will be able to make more money. You actually get more money by using referral codes. And so whatever you're at this point, going forward, we don't know what's going to happen. I've seen people say stuff as crazy as going to 2 cents or it's doubling in value to where it's going to something like 5 cents or 10 cents. On the far spectrum end, we've heard $1 to $2. Have no idea what's going to happen, guys, but what I do know about Electroneum and what we've seen so far is it doesn't take a whole lot of volume to move Electroneum. And so now it's going to be getting possibly quite a bit of volume. And so that's going to be all interesting to see. So excited to see what happens, guys. I have stocked up on as much Electroneum as I can. I'm happy with the amount I got, and I'm going to be anticipating what's going to happen next. In addition to that news, guys, Mr. Richard Ells, as we can see here, giving us a nice smile to Boss Magazine's camera, is somewhat getting some of this marketing campaign business done, right? He's kind of reaching out, and maybe that's a teaser as what we're going to see going forward when they fully march their marketing campaign, which is what I want to see. I want to see them go super far. But this article, I've been reading some of it. It reads very well. You all should read it at Boss Magazine. It's talking about, I think, very important things we need to understand about the cryptocurrency space. And it's touching on many of those details. And guys, I really believe that the majority of us in the cryptocurrency space still don't quite understand how this cryptocurrency thing will ultimately have to work to really be useful, to the masses of people, and valuable enough to where it's not feeling like this little pyramid type, Ponzi type, schemish thing, which is push many people to be very skeptical of cryptocurrency. And unfortunately, a lot of us in the space are kind of promoting that because many of us are just so focused and trapped into the mindset of speculation and how quick I can make a few bucks with my position only to lose that same money tomorrow because the pool's not big enough. So you take some out and you give it all back, because we don't quite understand that to really have this thing work, we need a great use case and distribution model. When I say distribution, we need this thing so large scale that everybody has a wallet holding these tokens to the point where they're valuable and we can do commerce back and forth and not just trade with our buddies around the corner. And because the crypto space, guys, is very, very small. Let's be realistic about that. Let's be for real about that. And let's really look at the dead end position we're locking ourselves into by dealing with a lot of these other tokens that don't understand what mass adoption is, that are just kind of lost in translation as to where they need to focus. And even if the plan is they're looking 10, 20 years down the road to implement this, they still need to be laying the groundwork in order to get this done. So not going to go into a whole lot of detail about that in the article, but the article is great. I think it does a great job of just trying to help people see where their focus should be. And glad to see that Electroneum has began the marketing campaign, So, guys, that's all I want to say. I'm just sitting back looking like the rest of y'all, see what happens. Next Exchange, I think, is still working to get us integrated. Integration of Electroneum is not as simple as many other tokens. I know a lot of people like to say, well, whoa, why is it so hard to get it integrated? And they say it's been exchanges with lesser technical capability that's got it integrated. And I don't know if that's due to just maybe the bigger exchange being so busy or what it has been. But the only thing I can say is that as far as Coinbene is concerned, that door is supposed to be one that we've walked through, and it's supposed to be happening in the upcoming hours. So looking forward to all that. Next Exchange, they're what's going to allow the PayPal direct payments to get people in cryptocurrency early, and then there's some mystery exchange coming up. And so with these other things that are happening, guys, they're good to anticipate for the future and to hold value here in Electroneum. But looks like at this point our sure thing here is Coinbene, so that's going to be interesting to watch. Guys, if you like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, take care.